G'day and welcome back to Stitch Up and episode 12 of our Voxel Tycoon series, our Lakes and Mountains playthrough. I hope you're enjoying this series. And last episode, in episode 11, we created this entire infrastructure after preparing for that and laying the groundwork in episode 10. We have this massive station now, and this turnabout that goes around the lake, which is kind of cool. We also did some preservation of the coastline here by using these bridges, and also saving some room for this stone mine, which is what we're going to be looking at this episode. So guys, jump in, enjoy the Stitch Up intro, and I'm going to see you over here at the stone mine in just a sec. Okay, I'm actually over here in the Stonington freight transfer, and what we're looking at actually is getting some sand, and then we can get some sand mines going. So let's get some sand going in here. We've stopped the conurbation from growing, and so if we get a couple of sand mines in, we'll be able to do that. Now, if I go into, if I jump into mining facilities, can I get sand? Yes, I can. So I've unlocked that already, which is good. I was worried I hadn't unlocked the other level there. Is that sand? No, here it is, sand here. Build it on a sand deposit. Sorry. Oh, that's kaolinite, sand quarry. There we go. Good. Okay, so we want to put a few in here. So let's see. We definitely want to put quite a bit in, but let's see how many we can get. So there's too far away. There's kind of good. Let's put it. See if we can get it right up against this. So if I do that one, let's do it like that. I'm going to hit the shift key. And then I'm going to put another one, say, right up against the houses here, but not destroying them. So let's put him next to the other one. Oh, too close to the other building. So let's do that, holding the shift key down. So that's that one as well. And then change the rotation again. And I've got to save a bit of room for so if we do this, just saving a bit of room for conveyor belts. I'm hoping there's going to be enough room there. Let's put that one right into that, and there'll be 4 of them. Let's do it like that. Hopefully we've got some boundary. Hopefully you don't have too many issues. Now, if these guys are all kind of there, maybe what we could do even is grab a warehouse, and let's have a look at the old warehouse. And if I do it somewhere where, now there would be everyone together. And if I do it here, I've got a little plan actually. Let me do that. Let me do this. Now let me just put it right there. Yep. Let me make that into sand. Yes. And what we're just trying to do here is if I grab another warehouse, and I'm just going to connect these two up. Basically, let me put another warehouse here, and I need it to be wherever those guys are all connected together. So let me change. Actually, we've got that one there, so I can change. We've got that warehouse already, so let's just change that to sand. I could do automatic actually, and then it'll. In fact, let's do that. Let's do the automatic, please. And then we should be able to have whatever in there. But we can now put in a conveyor. Here we go, conveyor device. Yeah. Oh, not that one. We want one of these two. Any one of those two. If we do that there. Let's do it here from that. So it's all connecting into the middle. And then from there on in, what we want to do is just drop that down under, because we want to be able to put some more sand mines in. So we'll do that there. Let's go as far as we can away. Yeah. And then we'll just head in. Now, hopefully we won't have to connect these guys too much. I'm hoping we just can get this. Yeah, we might have to connect it up. Can that work there? Let's see. Let's do another conveyor device, and let's do it here. Yep. And I'm hoping we don't have to put one in the middle, but we might have to. We did that lots last episode, didn't we? And it would say conveyor too long, but that works out perfect. And I go flip conveyors. And now we have those going in. So if I do that, we should now have some sand going in there, and that means I can now set my laboratories to glass production, please. So if we go woodworking, actually that train, let's just pause, because that train that just took off is no longer going to be helping us, so we need to send that to depot. So let's just pause that. Where is the train? Here he is. Is it the research train? It is. So let's send it to nearest depot. Thank you. Okay, we can unpause the game now. And I wanted to say the new research here is going to be glass production, and we're looking at money plus sand. So glass production, glass, this one, 2. There we go, just moving through these, and then we'll get the stone at the end, which will be at the end of this episode, which should be helping us with roads and rails expansion, and then we can go around and probably upgrade some of our warehouses too. So that's nice. It all goes around the lake there, so this is all working out pretty well. So the idea is, well, hopefully these guys won't expand too much, and in fact I just want to put a little bit of get some of this narrow gauge rail. And just put a little bit kind of here, and just say, yeah, don't come past there. Yeah, and don't come past, say, here. Yeah, so just stay on that part. Yeah, good. Okay, I think that's all right. I think it won't. Yeah, I think the road wouldn't go around that. I think if we didn't have that there, well, it probably the only way, because you get these houses, it only could have gone that way. But we don't mind it coming around here a little bit. Yeah, that's all right. Nice. Okay, cool. So this is just a nice little one get going. Now let's work out the stone mine as well. So we do want this to be nice. Now I'm not going to worry about leveling the road out. The mountain ridge out too much. So if I come in here and I look for stone quarry, these guys are going to be, yeah. So let's do a few here. So let's put one out this way. Turn it that way, and no, let's do it like that. Yeah. Here's the first one. So we hold shift 1 and just put in, like, say that, and another one out here, 2, and then let's put one kind of there. Actually, let's put that one there and just turn him as well. Alright, and now I just want to see if I do that by stone, can I get a couple of warehouses in? Yeah, if I do that, that's 3 of them. But here's a warehouse that'll get all 4. So let's do that. So it'll just be storing it. Yep, and he puts it up on that little bit as well. Let's do this as, oh, well, this can just be the stone, which is good. Stone blocks. And then we want to run that directly across. Now, let's try and run it. Let's put another one here. Now we are preserving this space, so let's put it there. I don't mind that. Yeah, let's do that. We might end up having another rail line coming through here. So let's put him there to start with. Yeah, I'm going to put him right next to the station too. Yeah, right up against the station is good. And not rails, but this conveyor devices, and we'll put this guy out. So let's do him, say, let's do it like that for now, in case we need to put another something here. Let's do that, and we'll have him go, no, let's come across about here, and then we'll come in, and we'll go tunnel. Yep, and tunnel out. Okay, so he is going to have to get into that. Is that going to go up and around? It will. Is that a problem? No, it's not too much of a problem. Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's do let's do this guy like coming out that way. And while he's there, let's have him go under. So we go tunnel, and we'll say, yeah, come under, and then go up 1. Right, and then he'll come out here, and then we'll come up, and from there we're going to come across and down to where we need to be, which is here. Yep, so straight down. So like that almost, yeah. And then hopefully we can do, oh, it's not too long as well. That works quite well. Good. Okay, in that case, let's do this. And now we should be running, oh, hang on. Yeah, we are running, hopefully now stone. Yeah, and stone's now coming to there, which is good. I tell you what I'll do as well. This guy should be keeping those. Yeah. Are we paused? No, we aren't. Why isn't he? Oh, select an item to store. Because I had that ticked. Auto. Yes, we didn't have the auto on, did we? No. Okay, so that is now good. But I'm going to grab the industry and go warehouse again. I'm just going to put a regular warehouse here. Because I'm going to swap these guys out. So if he goes here, it's train and then into those. And I'll say auto for that. And what we're doing here is going to be putting the stone. So now the stone can now come straight into there, which would be good. Train 4 is a bit of an issue. Let's have a look at train 4, where wood planks. Right, so what's happening? Oh, okay. One coming out, one coming in. Is it? Yes. You can go to... You can go to tow to here. Yep, good. So you should check those alerts too, because that's what can happen. Now I should have... Okay, so we can send these guys out. Now the research train should be... Yeah, wood planks can come out. These guys need to be able to turn the other way. No, he's just going to turn around there. Okay, that's all right, fair enough. Because the turnaround over here, the other side of this huge mountain ridge, is you come down here, come around, and go all the way around it, and then turn around and go back. Now, depot traffic should be able to turn around and go that way, but it's not a huge issue, is it? So I might just leave that. I don't mind that. That's fine. Some limitations. But yeah, we obviously want trains to be moving and not stopping. So that's all. It's all pretty good though. Okay, cool. So that is that. The stone is now ready to go over there. So that's good. I think what we'll do now though is we'll go speed 1. Let me just check here. Business on the verge of bankruptcy. It's butter. I wanted to check now. So you got Sand and Clacton on Sea. Now Stonington Station. Oh, sorry, Stonington, Clacton, and Thamesworth all seem to be. All these areas that are oh yeah, sorry, they're all the areas that are behind the gold. Now I just want to see here, because if I go F10, there it is, F10, yeah, and the gold is just there. So we decided that we might want to, if we wanted to, actually let me have a look at it. So if I go back out of that, so F10 back out to normal version, normal thing, and let's have a look at it from here. Okay, let me do F10 again, and hopefully, yeah, there's the gold there. Okay, so if I was to get Clacton unlocked, I think the gold would be the next area, and I think that's a nice valley to go through. This is all a bit desolate, and I don't like that biome. And here we've got sort of more mountains, and I love that we can go through this lush valley in the middle. So I think we'll go for whatever has this one. So let's do F10 again. Back out, and then whatever this is here. So this is going to be 1.2. We've got 1.5, so we're unlocking the world. And the demand for this city is going to be mattresses, is it? What are they? I can't remember what they are, but we'll see. It just takes a moment for this to happen, and then for it to unlock. Yeah, what is that? Oh, butter. Oh, that was a mattress, but it's a butter. Okay, so the research is now done. So what we want to do now is we want to collect from the gold train. If we go here, so the research is done. I want to now select the research. I want to go here and go, right, what's the new research is going to be? Woodworking 2 requires that. Steel, oh yeah, we do need to get those going. Manufacturing, diesel, gold. So you do need to get these guys, the steel bars, going. But what is steel? Stone processing gets concrete production. But we want these guys, don't we? Yeah, roads and rails, and it's the fast unloading. Okay, so let's do roads first. Roads 2, glass, roads 2. Yep, and the final one, roads 2. Okay, I think that's all of them on roads, 4 of them. Okay, so now we need to get the research train from the depot. Research train, and we want to say your route is going to be Tensworth freight transfer at a full load, and then go to Stonington transfer a full unload. However, you need to be equipped for something that will carry. Let me just select them all. Just have a look there. 1, 2, 3. You need to be equipped. Swap these out for something. Oops, sorry, not duplicate. Oh my god. Oh man. No, that's not going to work. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Delete. Okay, and let's see how many we got. We got, what do we got right at the end? Scroll down. Yep, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then let's go 1, 2, 3, and then you would be replace, and the cargo would be stone. And the box cars at 20, so they're going to be great, but they're long. So we'll see how long that is, and they look terrible. Oh man, they look absolutely terrible. We'll see about that, that's fine. So let's just get rid of these guys. Bin them. Okay, and you are now 320 meters. So let's bin another one. 294, 267, and there we go. We're 241 now, and you should be able to carry stone. So 241. Apply the changes. The research train's now able to be let out and get the stone to there. So that's research continuing. Here we go. Oh, absolutely terrible looking box cars, but I suppose they'll do all right. And have we got a bit of stone coming in? Yeah, we do. There's the stone coming into there, so that'll be all right. Okay, let's see him load up and see how he goes. But that's moving nicely. But I suppose we should have a pass through here if we need it. Although they could use any platform. Here we go, loading up the stone. That'll load up and go in, so that's good. We're at 345,000 now, so at least we have unlocked this area. So let's have a look now. If we're over here, and then gold is there. So let's plan our route through this area. So essentially, we want to be running gold, and I want to pick up gold, and I want to mine it once we get there. Do I need to unlock gold production? Let's have a look. Keep it doing that. Stone, ceramics, copper. Have we got gold production? Let me just see. LM. Just checking here. Gasoline. Storages. Mining is there. Mining 2. And gold extraction. And gold extraction, we need this one. So it's start research. So I think gold extraction's waiting. Yeah, gold extraction there. So I'd need to get steel. Okay, good. So we know that we're going to be moving through, but let's start thinking about the steel happening now as well. So a bit of research is happening there, which is good. Kaolinite's also happening. We need to get some of these. I need to look at what land is, sorry, what's being requested. How's our new metro system? Usually got a train over here. Are they stopped? Don't think so. Oh no, there we go. They're passing each other just after timing as well, which is good. It's a good sign. Where's the other 2 trains? There's 2 more trains. There's none in there. 1, 2, 3. 1 was in the tunnel, and 4 is heading out of the tunnel, so 2 are in the tunnel. Okay, so that's pretty good. So if we look at steel production now, and we want to make steel over here, so let me just see, if I was to go here and make steel, how we go to do that? Factories. Alloy smelter. Okay, we're pausing the game so we can have a look at it. The alloy smelters are here, and we would do them like that, and we'd say, right, let's do steel. So for steel, we'd need these blocks plus those. So we'll need to make sure we've got plenty of these iron bars, and I think we do have lots happening, but yeah, we'd need to see exactly where we could put these. So I think the best thing to do is just get it exactly the same. So let me just see where that is. It's this way. Yeah, that would be it. And we want a bit of room in between them, don't we? Yeah, so you got iron blocks there. So we do it like, no, not there. We do it like here. Yep. And we need the, I'll try that. And then we go delete this guy. And of course we're going to delete. Great. Yep. And is there a pipette? Have we got a pipette? I was just looking at that. Do we have something that would be... No. No, we don't. I was thinking if we had the pipette tool, that would be brilliant. Okay, so putting these guys along, let me just grab factories and put in... Oh, actually, I shouldn't be building that many because we don't really have the infrastructure. Okay, so these guys are heading in this way. Now, if they split out there, then what we could do, let me try a belt. I want to try and get about the same distance here. So over here, so these guys would be like there. Yes, that would be them. So they could be connected up like that. So if I split them here, then flip conveyors. So you're going that way, and then you're going this way. Yeah, so they split. Okay, so they would go like that. Some coming out, some coming in, and it would be gold bars here if we do this. And it'd be this recipe. I think that's right, isn't it? Change you to iron bars. Okay, good. So you'd be here. We're changing you to iron bars. There. Changing you to iron bars. Brilliant. So it'll be like that. And then I think what we can do with this next conveyor is do this. Go straight out. 1. Then we go tunnel to there. 2. Tunnel to there. Perfect. That's working out nicely. Tunnel down and straight in. So that would work out pretty well. And then you get these guys coming out. So they would just go straight out. If we do a collection along here, then this should work. We're just waiting for, they are making that. We're waiting for the blue bars to come out. Let's see about those here. And we would put those guys onto a warehouse about here. There we go. So just take a bit of time, but these guys would be now coming out and working quite nicely. So that's a nice little row along there. Now that's not the best use of space. I think I could have probably brought it all under, but now I've unpaused it. It's kind of, it is what it is. So yeah, these blue bars can be along here. And then we'll work out exactly where they need to go. I think they're going to need to go onto this to get into Yeah, look, they are going to need to go over here in order to get into a warehouse. Into a train, sorry, into a train. Still a little confused there. Okay, nice. Well, we probably could go directly under and across, but I like the idea that we're using a warehouse as a buffer there. But yeah, we might need to just tidy a few things up here. But that's good. We're keeping that going as well, so that's nice. Are we going there with these? Yep, they're getting there with that. And this train is definitely bringing things across, which is nice. Is that the research train there? I think it is. No, it mustn't be. It must be these guys. I think he brings wood down to here. This guy. I think he takes it to that. Shall we watch him? Here he is. I think that's him there. Along the front. Of course, this is the area I've earmarked to unlock for copper. I think that would be quite good as well. So that would be a nice one for the copper. I don't know what else he city demands those. Okay, he comes into here, he offloads, and then we're picking those guys up. So is he dropped off? Is that train just dropped off? Yes, he has. Where did he drop off to? I think he has a direct connection. Let's have a look at logistics. Yeah, he directly connects into there. So really long connections. I don't know why these connections are so long. That's all a bit odd. I think I might have an extension to the regular connections on at the moment, but I'll have to have a look at that. If it's not on purpose, if it is there. Okay, so that's that. Now let's think about, as we're here, let's start laying infrastructure to head towards gold. So first of all, Clacton-on-Sea. Now I need to work out how Clacton's going to connect up with these, and then how our freight is going to get through. Because what I'm thinking is we should go straight through here, straight through the middle. I think the freight should go straight down here and allow these guys. So let's start to map out how this goes. If I pause the game, just get rid of that. Let me do... Okay, so not that one, not the narrow gauge rails, the regular rails, please. And you come across here. And then you come across here. Now we'll be able to fix up the connection there in a moment. But for now, I'll tell you what I will do. I'll just do this. Yeah. And I will actually just... Okay. There we go. So that is now how that will be. I need to signal that up, of course, but yeah, we can fix that. Look, there's no signals along here at all. It's interesting, isn't it? Okay, let's do something here. We do signals, semaphores. I want to put them multiple. I want to just put singles on here first. So let me do this one coming out, and I'll do a chain coming in. It's a decision to be made, but then let's get the multiples on for this. And I want the distance at 250 meters. Yep, so if I do that, and then we just look at where this is, one way. I tell you what I'd need to do actually is delete the first signal and then jump back on here with this multiples at 250, and then he should put it in there. Right, and now if we have a look, they should now be at the 250 mark for one of them, and what I'll do is it's the front one. I'll now delete the back one as well and come into signals manually, and it should be on no multiples. Yep, and I'll duplicate the other side, so it's here. Okay, those two are quite close together, but then that means I can do here, and these are exactly 250 meters, which is the length of our trains, which is good. Okay, and then we want to go, okay, so here and here, and then decision making there and there. and then we're off and running here. Okay, so if that's like that, then what I want to do is I need to work out how the cars are getting across. So I think we need to go like this, and I think we need to keep the grade happening here for these guys. So we'll do a little bit of keeping everything together like that, and we'll back these guys off a little bit. Yeah, and then they can just stay like that. Yeah, is that right? And then you go under. Oh yeah, if that's the case, then we can just come across like this. Yep, and just do that, which would be quite nice. And then what I'll do is, let me just keep this guy like this. Oh, okay, I see. So we need to keep this in here. It's getting up into the mountains there, although yeah, it's not too bad. And there's the sand. Yep, do it like that as well, so that's not bad. And then cut these guys off a bit. Yeah, okay, that's good. So then we're coming through here, but there's the sand there, so I think I want to get through it. And then I'm thinking what I do is come through here. Yeah. So let me do this and try and just get where this is where it'll come through. And I think I'm 3 across for a double track. So let me see about this. And we got the sand. Okay. Let me do the outer line first and just see if we can lay some of this track. So there is not bad. Yep. And then I want to go up a tiny bit and come across and just say, yep, can I get it now? Oh yeah, he's close to the sand there, isn't he? He is. Let me see if we could do this, and just watching that, how it gets done. I need to come up a tiny bit more. In fact, I'm better off just using this tool to cut away a bit more here, and then we'll see about double tracking and how many tiles I need. Because if I do that, yep, I think I need, is that the double tracking? So it is 1, 2, 3, 4. It is 4. That's good. That's good to know. Yeah. Now here we go. Come across. I need to go 1 more and then come in. Oh. So it'll be like that, and then we'll get rid of the little nubbin bit. Now I'm laying a lot of track here that I probably don't need to use for a little while, so it might not be economical to continue doing this. No, it's not costing me a lot. I was just looking at how much that's costing. Back that one up a bit, and we'll denubbify those in a second. Yeah, I like this. We're expanding our reaches. So we had 2 nubs, 1 and 2. Yeah, good. And then we wanted this to be cut in. I like these cut-ins. Just shallow here. Cut in at 4 and then up to there. So you're cut in, yeah. And that's got a nice little sort of wall here where it'll come into a portal, which is nice. Okay, so let's do this one, and we'll go to there. Yeah, and then we'll say, right, coming straight across to the new land. And then we'll see where we need to be with the grade, because we don't really want to, let's do it like this. We'll say tunnel, and I want to come out at 0. So if I'm coming in at 0, let me come out at 0, yeah? And that's there. So that there would be perfect grade, so that's good. That's nice. Yeah, I like that. Look at that. That tunnel is good. So that's how you do the tunnel there. I was like to do an approach, hit the cliff ridge, come through, and on the other side hit 0, and then see it. The Voxel Tycoon will actually do your leveling for you. So it does the work for you, which is great. I think it's great. Okay, we do that. We go here and we go tunnel. Make sure it's back to 0, please. Oop. Okay, and then just checking that we get the right one. Yeah, to there. Now I want the tunnel portals to be the same, so can I do it? So if I level that out myself, then I can get the tunnel portals to really oops, sorry, not that one. If I level it, I get the tunnel portals to work together. So get off there to, yeah, right to there. And then we go here, and we go tunnel, and bring it back to 0. I can have that set as the default on my settings, I think. And there's your portals matching beautifully on both sides. Yep, lovely. And we'll do our little bit of, let's go to there again, and what we'll do is we'll just say, okay, let's do our signaling for blocks. Let's do multiples. It's at 250, and I want to put my first one in there. So I'm going to delete that one, and I'm going to come back to signals, and I'm going to go multiples at 250, and I want blocks. And that means it's put the other ones in. Oh, sorry, it hasn't, has it? Oh, maybe I changed off the signal, so it didn't. Okay, so we go here, we go back to signals. I come into multiples. It's at 250. I'll click it back onto semaphores. And now, did you put them in? How many times am I going to do this wrong? Just looking at that. Yep, there it is. Okay, cool. So let's do it there, yes, and I will now take off this one, and now I can go ahead and manually get out of the cancellation menu. I can unpause it too. May as well keep the money rolling in. We have 365,000 only, so keep it running in. And now at least I can see where it is. Now I don't like signals that do that, so I'm going to put them before the bend. I'm going to put them just here. I'm going to get rid of that one. And then just be aware that I've still got my other spacing, so that's that one there. So therefore I moved it forward, so therefore it shouldn't be an issue, and he's now moved back in the opposite direction. I've got one just before the tunnel, which is great, and I think Voxel Tycoon even does that for you. It seemed to put that one in. That's nice, and then we've got them there. So that's the signaling done nicely. And we're all ready to go through for the gold area as well. Gold production is requiring steel bars. They're being made, which is lovely. But let's have a look at this land here. It's got gold, 368,000 amounts of gold, and also it's 1.8 million to purchase that land. But that's okay. We don't mind that. We can sort that out. This is all going quite nicely along here, and yeah, we've done quite a bit this episode. We've really sorted that out. We will send the research train back to its place now, because we don't need it doing that anymore. So I'll say please go to nearest depot, and what it'll do, just if you're new to the game, if you grab a train and you want to send it to depot like here, let's do it with a different train. Let's do it with any other train. Here's one. And you can go, there's 3 options. One is send to nearest depot. It will then it will route itself via the network to a depot, the nearest one, but it needs to be, the signals need to be enabled for it to get there, so it has to be able to get in and out of the depot. And then the other one is send to selected depot, and if that's the case, I could then select which, not the nearest, but which depot, but again, it uses the signaling system to do it. The bottom one, tow to the selected depot, is I can pick a depot and it basically grabs it and just beams the train straight there, so it sort of just disappears in the game and then appears at the depot, and that can get you out of problems if you can't get your trains around, and you have it's good for troubleshooting. So that's an excellent one there as well. Okay, so the only other thing I wanted to mention is we're very excited about the upcoming Roads and Rails network overhaul. I guess we're going to say upgrade or patch, but it's going to be an overhaul for the game. And I think at that point, you know, it'll be a completely different game. So the new road and rail system looks amazing. Most importantly, it allows for level crossings, but also just lots of different roads, one-way roads, single roads, two-lane, one-lane roads. and the similar sort of network options for trains as well. So it's going to be absolutely fantastic when we get it, and I think that's going to be this year. I don't know if anyone wants to help speculate, jump in the comments. But yeah, we're excited to hear that they would hopefully do that this year. It's been being worked on for well over 12 months, but we've seen on the Discord that things are happening, which is quite good. Okay, in between episodes, I think I'll go and start getting the steel, and the steel can make its way from here, Sandy, into the research, and we'll start researching gold production and some of the other things that required steel. I think electric circuits might have required steel as well. If I have a look here, signals. Oh, signals. We don't need that. Here's another one with stone. Oh, we've got a few more with stone, actually. Let's keep those guys going as well. So I'll keep the research moving and do some things in between episodes. Don't forget to leave a comment, like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of Vauxhall Tycoon. Cheers.